Hello everyone. Today's lesson is about finding the value of a given trigonometric ratio. Okay, so we have a diagram here, and the problem states that find the value of cosine O rounded to the nearest hundred if necessary. So the first step is we need to locate where is angle O, and it's right here. As we all know, cosine is equivalent to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And here we have the adjacent side NO, and that equals 30. The hypotenuse is MO, which is we don't know yet. So that means we need to solve for that. Let's say that is our x. And the first thing we need to do here is to solve for x first. And that is by using the Pythagorean theorem. So that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Of course, the common question is which one is a and which one is b, because c is always your hypotenuse. The answer to that is it really not that important. A can be B and B can be A. You can, switch those two. It's just like labeling. Those are the legs of a right triangle. Now, but for the purpose of this video, and for us not to be confused between those two, let's say that the A is our opposite side and B is our adjacent side. So opposite side, A with angle O, that means it's 40. The adjacent side is 30, and then the hypotenuse, which is the missing side, is x. So 40 squared, as we all know, that is equivalent to 1600. 30 squared equals 900. Square. So 1600 plus 900 equals 2500. And then to solve for x, find the square root of both. That's x equals 50. So now that we know that our x is 50, which is our hypotenuse, we can now solve for our cosine O. So cosine O is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Our adjacent side is 30 and our hypotenuse is 50. Since we need to express our answer here in decimal, and that's up to the nearest hundreds, then the answer will be 0.60. That means 3 divided by 5, or 30 divided by 50. All right, let's go to the next example. Now here we need to find the value of tangent J and round off the answer to the nearest hundred. So like what we did a while ago, we need to find angle J, and it's right here. And as we all know, angle J, or tangent rather, is opposite side over the adjacent side. So our opposite side here is 16. Our adjacent side, which is here, that's JK, and we don't know that. So let's say that is our x. So the first thing we need to do here is solve for x, just like what we did in the previous example, that with using the Pythagorean theorem. So that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a is our opposite side, which is in this case 16 squared. B, which is our adjacent side, this time that's going to be x, and c is 34 squared. Now 16 squared equals 256. 34 squared is 1156. So minus 256 on both sides, that gives us 900. Then find the square root of 900, that gives us 30. So now that we know the adjacent side's measurement, which is 30, all right, our tangent J is equal to, we know it's opposite over the adjacent. So opposite side is 16. The adjacent side is now 30. And then here our answer should be in decimal form. Okay, so 16 over 30 is 8 over 15, or in decimal point, that is approximately 0.53. That's our answer. All right, let's go to the last example. Find the value of sine I, and we need to round off our answer to the nearest hundred again. So we are expecting here a decimal answer, obviously. All right, so angle I is right here, and sine I is equal to the opposite side, which is 9, over the hypotenuse, which is ki. So let's name that side as side x, which is the hypotenuse, and we need to solve for that using the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is our opposite side, it's 9 squared. Adjacent side is 40, and then the hypotenuse is our x. So 9 squared is 81, obviously. 40 squared is 1600. So plus 81, that's 1681. Okay, and then we need to find the square root of 1681. That is 41, which is the measurement of the hypotenuse. Now we can solve for sine I. And sine I equals opposite over the hypotenuse. Our opposite side is 9. Our hypotenuse is 41. Our answer here will be decimal, so up to 2 decimal places. 9 divided by 41 is approximately 0.22. There you go. Now, before we end this video, I just want to remind you that it's not always like we need to express our answer in decimal. The only thing that is the reason why we're doing this is because the problem is asking us to express the answer in decimal form. But if your teacher wants to express the answer as a fraction, then it's going to be 9 over 41. In some cases, the preference of the teacher is fraction. In some cases, they like decimal. So it's really up to your teacher. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and share my YouTube channel. Thank you and have a nice day.